Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Consul General of Israel, Bachar.
Yes, Israelis are exceptional people, and so is everyone here tonight. I want to honor the public and elected official, U.S. Congressman Mike Garcia, House Speaker of Arizona, Ben Toma, and other elected officials who have joined us from across California, Arizona, Nevada. I also want to recognize pastors, rabbis, members of the Consular Corps, and community leaders who are here with us tonight. It is good to come together, to stand together, and to honor all of you who have supported us in these challenging times. We are all Zionists. A Zionist believes that the Jewish people must have an independent state in our ancestral homeland. And a proud Zionist understands there is no difference between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. The number one threat to Zionism today is the Iranian regime. This year, Israel marked 76 years of statehood and 4,000 years of Jewish peoplehood. And I believe the state of Israel exists by virtue of three core values: faith, heroism, and caring for each other, arvut hadadit. For 2,000 years, Jews dream of returning to their homeland, Zion, and they never lost faith that one day they would live as a free people in the land of Israel. Faith brought us to the land, but the creation of the state took personal sacrifice and personal heroism. People left their countries and sometimes their families. Many lost their lives on the battlefield. Thankfully, Israel is a nation of faith and has many heroes. But a stronger force we have is mutual responsibility for each other. And on that dark day, on October 7th, people were looking out for their brothers and sisters. They shouted the words of Joseph, Et achai anochi mevakesh. I'm looking after my brothers, my people. This eternal calling was heard in Israel on that day in so many ways. Citizens left their homes and synagogue, drove south to fight the terrorists without even understanding what they were going to face. Ambulance teams who risked their lives looking for survivors and instead found burned bodies. Policemen and soldiers who fought bravely for 30 hours straight in cities and kibbutzim across the south. And Nova party goers who helped each other and saved one another. Et achai anochi mevakesh. And the truth is, the civilians were the ones who prevented a greater tragedy: selfless heroism. But we cannot feel free while our brothers and sisters are in captivity. None of us are free to stop shouting the truth. None of us are free to stay silent from the hypocrisy of the international community. None of us are free as long as there is one hostage in the hands of Hamas. All of us are feeling the fresh, searing pain of the 6 murder hostages: Ori, Carmel, Hirsch, Alex, Almog, and Eden. We mourn, and we will never forget all those who have fallen. And we will not rest until the remaining hostages are released. We will bring them home. They must come back home. This is the first Israeli war where civilians are in the forefront. But we are not alone. The American Jewish community and our friends answered the call of their Israeli brothers and sisters. And yes, you, at this historic time, you are saying, Et achai anochi mevakesh. You stood by us, and it gave us a boost of morale and resolve. We understood that you were calling to us, Et achai anochi mevakesh. So let's say this eternal calling together so they can hear us in Israel. Let's practice your Hebrew. Et achai anochi mevakesh. We hear you. You went all in. Donation flowed. Doctors volunteered. Activists jumped into action, calling the representative to ensure support. Social media campaigns took off. College students stood against anti-Semitism. People volunteered in every capacity. And yes, they were brave young American men who took the first plane to Israel to join the IDF. Tonight, we will have the privilege of hearing Eli Wininger, a young man who left Los Angeles to join the IDF. You will also hear Tal Ramon, the son of Ilan Ramon, the first Israeli astronaut who will share his story of personal bravery. It is a night of solidarity and recognition of civic heroism. Our country is in pain, a pain that pierces the heart. But we will never surrender to the pain. And this is the definition of courage and heroism. And yes, I can assure you that the words of Prophet Isaiah are eternal. Kol kli yutzar alaich lo yitzlach. Any weapon sharpened against you shall not succeed. V'chol lashon takum mitach lamishpat tarshi'i. And any tongue that shall rise against you in judgment, you shall condemn. We will defeat any terrorist organization. We will fight anti-Semitism. We will win. One day, this war will end. But we must continue on this path of unity. A unity that lit up the darkest days and strengthened the Jewish people and its friends everywhere. We are bound by a shared destiny. We are one. Am Israel Chai.